Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
There's been so much promise in Rishabh Pant, and today he had a prime opportunity and he'd gotten off to a start. He was in his flair, he was showing off, he wasn't really batting, those shots were just flowing. And then, as you mentioned at the com box as well, that this is an opportunity missed for Rishabh Pant. He was right there in the middle of it.
Yeah, he has missed it, and I hope. He doesn't have to go too far. He had to look to his batting partner today. It's taken him 15 years for the team to start believing and accepting. DK had similar talent over the last 15 years. DK came in 2014, and team persisted with him, kept bringing him back every time because you believe in some talent. But if you don't deliver, then eventually that team leaves you out somewhere. So he'll have to, and he doesn't have to go far. He's got a mate in that team to, learn from him and say, listen, what do I need to do? If there is something that I'm, missing out on. You've gone through this. Show me the way, because no matter how big a fan I am, how long will you persist with him? So, so he will. There is no one else who can help him out there, because talent, like I said earlier, and you just mentioned, there's no dearth of talent there. And it's just this format. So it's something that he has to figure that out. Mm-hmm. And, a very good person to talk to would be DK, because, DK has probably been through a similar situation where teams, captains, coaches always brought him back every couple of years, believing in him. But it's never, it never happened for him. And it's taken him so long to now get to this stage where the team or, most of the world had given up on him, but he didn't give up and he's come back. So better if he learns now rather than when he gets to the age of DK.
That is such an interesting insight. Rishabh Pant is still young, Joy, but Rishabh Pant has done similar things in the other formats, in tests and now in ODIs as well. We saw in England that when the stage is not even set, when India is in trouble, he comes out as the hero, saves them, he's the savior, he can play those knocks. Today he had an opportunity, but AJ is right. He has to start doing those things, especially in the shortest format.
I was thinking about it, and sometimes a player's style actually misleads you. And I was thinking about it because if you look at Sehwag in the way he plays, you think that he is the ideal white ball player. No, red ball is okay. He might do well, might do badly. But if you go and look at the stats, Sehwag is actually a red ball player for the ages, and his white ball career has not been, especially his T20 career, has not been as great as his red ball career has been. And I feel somewhere Rishabh also is a bit like that. Perhaps he is a better red ball player. We really don't know, because so far what we've really seen, the place that he's really converted his talent consistently is in red ball cricket. And that's the interesting one for me, is that to all intents and purposes, with a slightly unorthodox style of batting and the way he plays, you would think he's a classic white ball player. But numbers tell you a completely different story. So I'd be really interested in knowing that perhaps this format, something happens in his mind. Maybe his decision making is not as clear at this point in time. But in test matches, those decisions are easier to make. I'm wondering what could it be, because he seems a natural for this format.
Yeah, and it was this format.
Not to defend Rishabh, and how big a fan I am.
Yeah.
But it's not long, Joyda, about when we saw that Surya Kumar Yadav's knock in England. There was a game where all the team was gone and he won that one-day game with that white ball also single-handedly. It's just that we've not valued that style of play, because the Indian team has moved on to role-playing act, and he's not fitted into the role. I think that is where he's lost out. Otherwise, he's done well enough, and the numbers are not in 2020 cricket. Yes, I agree, but entire white ball I would not give up, because he's just won you a game. Single-handedly, the team and batting lineup had all gone, and that too with a couple of overs to spare. That's his strength. He is a player that can win you game on his own. Test match cricket, one-day cricket, he's already done it. But he will have to do it in 2020 cricket for people not like me, but people who don't believe in him to start believing in him.